Hello world, and welcome to your Wednesday, July 29th edition of Life of Q Seattle. Thanks for tuning in once again. First off, I'd like to apologize for not getting my vlog out last week. I had several people actually comment on that and request to see a vlog, so here I am doing one this week. The reason why I didn't get it out last week actually is because I was kind of messing around with some editing functions on my camera, and when I did shorter clips, it worked great. When I did longer clips, it didn't work. So it was really frustrating and aggravating. So eventually I just kind of gave up and didn't get my my vlog out. Over the last couple weeks, there's been a lot of things happening. Too much to really kind of go over almost, actually. Summer is officially here. Yay! I'm sure you guys are wondering why Gonzo's in here with me. One of the things I went to recently was the EMP exhibit for Jim Henson, and I got to see the Labyrinth showing. Now, originally I said that they had sold out on tickets, and actually they did. But they also advertised on their website that they may have some extra available tickets 10 minutes prior to the show in a rush line. And Gonzo was my little movie buddy that night, so that was pretty sweet. Anyway, some other things that have been going on over the last couple weekends. I mean, like I said, summer's officially here. There's been Critical Massive for the burner community, which is kind of the local burner thing. We had Mediterranean Festival for those that are belly dance aficionados. At the EMP exhibit, there was a family day for kids. They showed the Muppet movie. They did some like sock puppet workshops and stuff like that. And FYI, I will not shut up about the Jim Henson thing probably until it is completely over. So just be prepared to hear about it constantly in my vlog. Apologies already. But it does matter. Yay! Anyway, I actually got a suggestion from a friend this last week about my vlog. She basically said to not cover the news. And my response to her was saying that actually I cover a lot of things going on in my life, but in regards to the news, specifically I try to hit things that are in the alternate lifestyle community or sexuality in the news, kink, and so on and so forth. So I don't know of any other vlogs that are doing that, but if they're out there, you know, I'd love to see them. So if you guys can, go ahead and send me that link. That'd be great. So with that, I will actually move on to news that amused this week. Couple articles that caught my eye a couple weekends ago. Number one, there was an alleged anti-Semitic white supremacist guy from one of those groups, aka the KKK. He got arrested in Israel. This guy, actually, he went to the last place he thought anybody would ever find him. And now, it's kind of a genius idea in a way, but in another way it was really retarded because the guy actually flew specifically to Israel and tried to hide out there. So the authorities pretty much knew right where to look for him. It's not like the guy went to another country. I mean, there's a lot of places to get lost in Europe. He didn't go to another country though and kind of spread out from there, or he didn't go to another country and try to get into Israel, which I think would be impossible anyway with that whole Jewish-Palestinian conflict thing going on. But anyway, there was a lot of goddamn bitter irony in it, and the guy getting arrested was just fucking hilarious. Yay! Even Gonzo finds that fucking funny. Speaking of anti-Semitic bullshit, in Germany there was an artist that created some garden gnomes, and they were given the Hitler Nazi salute. Now, it's illegal since World War II to give the Nazi salute, so he's under investigation to be arrested to try to figure out what his motives were behind creating these pieces of art or whatever. But the best part of that article was the quote from the artist himself saying, "I'd have been executed by the Nazis if I had portrayed the super race as gnomes in 1942. Moving on to news and sexuality in the news, excuse me. The National Health Service of Britain is suggesting an orgasm a day for better health for school children. Now, of course, this sparked some controversy because family groups are citing that it's going to lead to a rise in underage sex as well as a rise in STDs. But in their pamphlets from the health service, alongside their slogan saying an orgasm a day keeps the doctor away, it also says health promotion experts advocate 5 portions of fruit and veg a day and 30 minutes physical activity 3 times a week. What about sex or masturbation twice a week? I say fucking genius. Why not? You know, we all know that sex is great, and masturbation, you know, and safe sex go hand in hand. No pun intended. So why not? I mean, holy shit, educate our kids, educate, these younger people or whatever in safe sex practices, and maybe we won't have as many problems as we do. Sex isn't the problem, it's irresponsible sex. I've always kind of been saying that actually in a lot of my profiles. I don't think there's anything wrong with sex. I think there's something wrong with irresponsible sex, unwanted pregnancies, STDs, so on and so forth. Just fucking get some education and take care of yourselves right. Anyway, one of my favorite articles this week, actually, or last couple weeks ago, was one that you actually will not see in any of the newspapers, or one that you will see promoted on the web as far as the latest news or anything like that. It was probably the most fascinating article I found of all the week. And basically it was about same-sex marriages being sanctioned by the Christian church throughout history. Now, I love the article. I don't want to give too much away, really, but I love the article because it cites two specific saints that were of the same gender that got married in a Christian church and were blessed by the Christian church. And it also references several other examples and references. So, I really love when articles get posted or information gets posted and they put in their reference material so that you can cross-check things and check the validity of their stories and stuff. So anyway, like I said, with this whole gay marriage issue coming up, and religion and their point in it all versus the government, where does marriage stand? Is it a religious thing? Is it a individual right? And so on and so forth. Anyway, I just found it very relevant for what's going on in the world today. It's a fascinating article. Be sure to check it out. It'll be in my link section. Now, to move on to my link of the week, actually relates to that Jim Henson thing. Go figure. Anyway, in the movie Labyrinth, if you guys remember, there was several scenes where David Bowie was kind of juggling around a crystal ball on his hands and so on and so forth. That's called contact juggling. Now, my link of the week actually features a guy that I believe is the best contact juggler I've ever seen. It's some Asian kid, and the dude's really amazing, so be sure to check out his video as well. As far as up-and-comings in Seattle, this weekend, or well, even in the Northwest, I should say, this weekend is actually Fairy Worlds down in Oregon, a very huge event. The Gig Harbor Renaissance Fair is also this weekend. It's no longer in Gig Harbor, though. It actually moved to Buckley. And so a couple Renaissance fairs are going on. However, I think the biggest highlight this week, for those of you that are actually in Seattle, is probably the tattoo convention. It's happening up at the Seattle Center. Pretty cheap. I think it's free, actually. So cheap entertainment, and it lasts all day. So that's really the highlight, I think, of this weekend's activities. Anyway, thanks for tuning in once again, guys. And, be sure to rate my video 5 stars and subscribe if you're a newer viewer. Also, I promised I promised a person that I would wear a special shirt today for them in my vlog. You can't really see it out there, but I'll post it in my pictures, and pictures of me and Gonzo, and from various things that I did over the last couple weekends. Anyway, so I will talk to you guys in another week or so, and have pictures of my costume that I've been doing for Fairy Worlds, which is pretty amazing, but very complicated too. Lots of work, I should say. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks.